John Bonham's solo at the end of Led Zeppelin's Rock and Roll is probably going to be one of the shortest and yet probably still most iconic rock drum solos on record. It's packed full of all those Bonhamisms that you see that he plays throughout a lot of Led Zeppelin tracks. We've got those cascading fills starting the snare through the toms. We've got those triplets between the hands and the feet. And we've also got, as I believe in this solo, a structure based around 4 parts. And that's what we're going to be looking at today. I can see there's an introduction. I can see how it moves into part 2. And as I say, those cascading fills then into a third section and then finishing off with like a conclusion. So we're going to get into that. 4 sections of John Bonham's solo at the end of Rock and Roll. Let's go. Hello drummers, it's Alan here and welcome to the Belfast Drum Channel. Alright, but to start with, here's my attempt at that solo. All right, John Bonham solo in 4 sections. Let's get into it. Just to say, as a general comment, this was played and recorded in free time. So even though I'm going to be referring to some notation to help us understand what was played, you can't very well chop it up with bar lines, all right? So it was free time. There are the 4 sections. We're going to start with section 1. Let's go. And slowly. And again. So the solo starts off probably with a 16th, short note certainly, and then maybe a dotted 8th, dotted quaver. Then we'll have a little break, and then probably a 4-stroke rough, and then those quavers between the snare and the tom. First one is at the end of that 4-stroke rough. All right. And then we have 5 notes to play. I've seen some charts where this is written as an 8th note triplet and then 2 quavers. Like that. The way I like to see it, and certainly the chart that I felt was closest to the real thing, had a group of 5 notes in the time of 4. All right, and best way to think about that is John Henry Bonham. You got 5 syllables. John Henry Bonham. John Henry Bonham. All right, let's do this. This is my section. Let's do section 1 again, slowly. All right, and now section 2. And slowly. Let's count them. There's 6 of those cascading Bonham fills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I suppose you could count them from when you hit the bass drum, but I think it's just easier starting on the snare. So what do we have? We have, I've seen some charts write this out as a 32nd note triplet, and then 16th notes following through the rest of the fill. I think the best way, and I've seen this generally speaking on some of the other similar fills that Bonham plays, and again we know that he plays a lot of these in his Led Zeppelin recordings. 2 32nd notes between the snare drum and the high tom, and then the rest as semi-quavers. Like that. All right, so as I say, there's 6 of them. This is why, right at the start, I was suggesting that I see 4 clear sections. We've had section 1, and then this is our classic Bonham descend, going around those toms. all right, in section 2. Okay, so let's now look at section 3, and let's do it slowly. All right, so those 16th note triplets between the toms and the bass drum. If you're working in this, now I think section 2 straddles, let's use that word, straddles into section 3. The whole thing is fast and furious anyway. So you do need to slow this down. What I found when I was working on this, going from, again, what I call my section 2 into what I call my section 3, the last descent, that one there, I had to practice that a fair few times. Alright, so that's the straddle from 2 into 3. And if that helps you, certainly helped me, if that helps you, great stuff. And finally, section 4, the conclusion to this fabulous Bonham solo. And slowly. So what have we got? 16th, short note, going into a slightly longer note, that 8th note. Another 16th, going into another 8th. Just like that. And then we got our descent, 16th note triplet. Classic Bonham again. And then those cymbal crashes with a choke right at the end. You got to just time that right. And if you're working in a band that plays this, make sure there's plenty of eye contact and you're going to do that at the same time as the rest of the guys in the band. All right, Drum School and Drummer friends, hope you enjoyed working through that short and iconic John Bonham solo there. If you did, I'd be grateful for a thumbs up. I'd also be grateful if you haven't already subscribed to my channel to do that and to check out the other tutorials that are on my Buy Me a Coffee channel. The links are in the description. Until next time, I'll look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hi drummers, it's Alan here. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Plus, hit the links to become a Belfast Drum Channel member and get access to extra full graded lessons up to the professional level. Thanks so much again, and bye for now.